Sure do miss having 5 party members. Dang it, Nash.
I need it. I'll gladly save Mia's angelic life. But there's no way I'm going to put my life on the line for that beast chick.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Dan.
I'm Austin.
And we're here to play games.
By kicking a betrayer in the boot.
A betrayer?
Yeah.
Who would be so treacherous?
I don't know. The guy I've been making fun of the entire game, apparently.
He had enough of your nonsense.
That's why he betrayed the group, because I kept making fun of his pompadour.
Yup, that's why. That is true. Yeah, in the last episode, Nash decided he was going to tell us he had been reporting to Galleon the whole time, and he left with Royce, so now he's not in our party. We did get
tired of our silliness.
Apparently, yeah. We did also get another Mia's Bromide 4. And basically Nash blew up the engine of our airship, so now we gotta go fix it. With his jerk-facedness. Which means we need to go to Reza, I believe? Yeah, to Reza.
Yeah, we gotta recover the balloon that was stolen, so yes. The one where we crash landed and like 4 people were just like, it's the big one, guys!
That's
Eve!
right.
And then we're gone.
Yup. Exactly. Okay, yeah, we can just go to the Thieves' Hideout. Hey!
My beautiful granddaughter is safe, and it's all because of you. Pink. What's that? It's not because of you?
What?
Yes, well, as long as Lily's safe, I don't care who's responsible. You could thank us even more if you could told us where our balloon went. It was probably hauled off to the Thieves' Bazaar, and I'm guessing that you need it back. I'll ask around and see if I can't get you a price break.
Thanks, man.
I might as well go talk to Lily since she's back.
Yep. I want to talk to Lily. Hey, Lily.
Hi, Lily. Lillers. That bad woman took me away to a scary place. It was full of monsters and it smelled funny. But there was a girl there named Luna who was my friend, and she helped me not be afraid. Luna. There were Luna and me and a lot of other singers in the scary place. But then they took us all back home. How come they did that?
Good question.
Luna's singing was beautiful. I want my voice to be as good as hers someday. She promised she'd give me lessons when she left the scary place. Have you seen her?
Okay.
It is interesting that they were released. I'm assuming they were grabbed initially because they weren't sure if Luna was, in fact, the girl. To do their singy goodness or black songstressness.
Yeah, possibly. It's one of those things where I don't really understand the sequence of events too well, because when Galleon betrays us, he is fully aware that Luna is who he was looking for. So why do they continue to capture and hold songstresses after, and singers after that point?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, yeah. The other thing to note here, talk to Lily as much as you can in all opportunities. I believe after a little bit, we're going to want to talk to her again to get a very rare and powerful accessory. But not
Dear
yet.
Google, why did Galleon kidnap songstresses? Oh, hey, it's the balloon.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How much money do we got? Plenty of money. Hey, man.
Yeah, talk to the guild chief. Yeah, he said to give you the engine for free. Yeah, I hate you kids.
Thank you.
That'll teach you to steal from us, pal. Oh, hush up. You kids are the thieves too, remember? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Technically, Kyle's a thief.
So what does this mean? Am I only allowed to sell stuff I steal, or can I sell stuff I find? I'm amazed at how you're able to so completely miss the point.
All right.
Hello, greetings, shoppers. Care to look at some magic goods from Vane?
All right, so we're gonna buy some starlights, I think. Let me look over here. We got a lot of them, actually. Let's see. 3. We got, what is that? 28 starlights at the moment. We're probably gonna be okay.
I would hope so. With
I'll make it. I'll make it an even 30. Stolen
We see
goods.
stolen goods from Vane every day, so stop in frequently.
Great, thanks. All right. I think that's all we need to do here, so we can go ahead and head to... Wrong way. Might. All right, so we got the balloon engine. Oh, hey.
Shira was... Shira was Might's best apprentice, but he decided to leave her here before his training was complete. The last I heard of him, he was living somewhere in Illic. Mites was Shira's mentor? I hope his balloon is better built than his students was.
Okay, at this point, this is the last opportunity you are going to have to get Mia's Bromide 4. As a reminder, it's in Illic. Go talk to the jerk guy in the top right house that has all the pictures of Mia and harass him, and you'll steal it from him. So we did that in the last episode. Go do it now if you're going to do it at all. All right, let's talk to Mike. Balloon engine!
This is Shira's engine. I hate to admit it, but it's good. Not as good as mine, I assure you. Yeah. He could have had a great inventor with more training, but never mind that now. I'll go upstairs and install this into the airship once I make it perfect, which won't take long. You and your friends can wait here, and I'll remind you all not to touch anything. Yeah.
All right. Jeez.
This is great, Alex. We're finally going to make it to the frontier. What's this? Why haven't you all taken off yet?
Hey.
Well, you see, because Nash destroyed the engine of the airship. He's been working for Galleon all along. That's terrible. So what about the airship itself? It's fine. Might is upstairs installing the engine from the first balloon. Well, then there's nothing left for us to do about it but wait.
You want to join our party, Lake?
Can you... No, because the frontier's scary, remember?
All right, let's talk to our party members. Hey, guys.
Nash is an idiot. How could he not understand the grief he's causing Mia? He should have thought about the consequences of his actions. Since when did Kyle become an expert on relationships? I'm gonna claw Nash's eyes out the next time I see him. It's not just what he's done to us, it's what he's done to Mia. When she's angry, Jessica's more like a cat than I am.
Mia.
Alex, you have to understand that Nash was thinking with his heart. In his mind, he didn't believe he was betraying us. He was protecting us from harm. I know how she feels, but what Nash did was so wrong. This is why you can't make decisions with just your heart. The frontier's a cursed land. I don't know what's out there, Alex. No one does. Are you certain you are ready to venture there? Of course. I'm the Dragonon Master.
Aha!
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Alex. In fact, there are times when I wish I was as brave as you. Did I ever tell you that I'm actually your real dad? It looks like Might has an announcement to make.
Okay.
The airship is complete. Come upstairs and have a look at aerodynamic perfection.
Master Roshi, fix the airship. I mean, Might, fix the airship. What you got?
Might Roshi. With the power of 4 dragons, Galleon might well be invincible. But only if you try to fight him on his terms, Alex. You have a power that cannot be measured, and that Galleon can never steal from you. Friendship. Do you understand what that power is, Alex? Do you know how to use it? I know you think I'm just a babbling old man, Alex, and you're probably right. Oh, but I hope you can at least draw some useful advice out of my ranting and raving.
All right, and I think nothing else to do here but talk to Might. All right, yeah, let's go.
Given time, I could design and build a far superior airship, but this will have to do. I can hardly wait to see the look on Galleon's face after I stick my boot up his pooter. I mean, I guess. I hate to admit it, but Kyle's confidence is infectious, isn't it? I don't know. That level of confidence seems a little problematic.
Bluster.
I don't understand why they're so excited about what we're going to do, Alex. There's nothing cheerful to me about the thought of taking someone's life. Unless it's Nash's. Don't worry, Luna. We're finally coming. Alex, do your best. I will. I will.
All right.
All aboard. Next stop, the frontier.
Airship time.
I guess it's a good thing that the controls of this thing must be super intuitive and require no training whatsoever.
Uh-huh. Ooh, lift off.
Maybe you might install an autopilot where they just like push this button for frontier, push this button to return to tower.
Push this button for muffins.
I forgot the muffin button. Wait, come back. Quite an amazing resemblance. What's that, mate? The one between the one between the Alex kid and you at that age. Really? You think I was a bit more stylish? Or I think I was a bit more stylish than that. Stylish? Bah! If you knew what style was, you would have taken off that beret. And burned the dead rag. Nah. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry you must undo what I have done. Good luck and Godspeed, friend.
What have you done, Lake?
I still hold that if he wasn't dying, he was somebody who was very close to dying. This frontier untouched by the hand of the goddess. Totally missed that first line. So where's the Vile tribe? Where's the magic emperor? The sooner we wipe them out, the sooner we can leave this nasty place.
As me commenting on it being kind of a dead place. Although it looks kind of familiar, doesn't it?
What's that? Looks like the moon.
It does.
So has the whole planet been the moon this whole time?
The size of that fortress. Is Luna really in there?
She is. I can feel it.
Jessica's face. it looked kind of silly. Oh. There it is, Jess. Are you ready? Not to steal one of your lines, Kyle, but I was born ready. Hang on, everyone. Oh, that's true. She did say something about having experience with piloting ships, so to speak.
Hmm?
What was that? We just bounced off thin air. It's a bubble. Come on, Jess. We have to get through. Try it again. There's some kind of force field around it. Magic. I'll try again, but there's no guarantee we're getting through. Their oxygen shield is in the way. It's not working. Please stop before we crash again. We could ram into that magical barrier 1,000 times over with no effect, Jessica. So would anyone like to suggest what we should try next? Look, there's a town over there. Let's land and see if we can find another way in.
All right. So now we're on the frontier.
We're on the moon.
Or have we been the whole time?
That's a good question. It really...
It is called Lunar.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, and
Oh,
the other
blue
thing
star.
to point out is the blue star. Yes, that's right.
The blue star is like, okay, not Earth necessarily, but perhaps an Earth-like planet.
That's sort of what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
We've seen it
okay.
once or twice. I love this game. Okay, so we need to head into the village here.
So did they like somehow terraform the moon, but only parts of it?
Who would they be?
Yeah.
Ancient humans or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
Say, you must be the new miners, right? Say, has anyone told you how much you look like humans? Huh. Well, you do. I don't make ugly mugs, I just call them.
You're mean.
I liked him, honestly.
What a meanie head. Let's see, we go in here. Hey, who are you?
Zenobia told us that obeying Galleon would benefit the Vile Tribe, and I still believe that. But being forced to work until I die of exhaustion sure doesn't benefit me. Fair.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Around for a second. Yeah, so obviously this is a kind of a weird town. Let's go in here. I want to see what's...
So, I was looking up the word bromide, because I was, like, curious about it. Just the word.
Uh-huh.
And while bromide is, you know, like a compound of bromine and, usually with like another element of some kind, like a compound or alkyl radical. But anyway, regardless, the chemistry side of it is irrelevant. A bromide is also a trite and unoriginal idea or remark, typically intended to soothe or placate, which makes those things called bromides really interesting.
Huh. Yeah,
So,
I don't know if they intended that or not. No clue.
Yeah. But more specifically, in Japan, bromides refer to a commercial photographic portrait of celebrities, like actors, singers, and sports stars, and not the chemical element. So I think that's actually where it comes from. So
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
Probably a little bit more robust than, like, say our sport cards, like for basketball, baseball cards, that kind of stuff.
Sure, yeah.
I'd imagine something a little bit more along that line, but maybe larger.
Right.
Like like the signed Marilyn Monroe, like photos and stuff. Anyway, moving on off of that, I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, don't hit me. I'll go back. Just don't hit. You're not the guards, are you? Don't tell them I'm here. I just need to rest for a few minutes. I'm so tired. So tired.
But yeah, so based on that, these are collectible cards. Woohoo!
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, we have most of them, but getting the rest is going to be interesting, because there's a few places that the rest of them are. We have 8, and there are a total of 13, I believe. Looking around
Nice.
here. Let's see. This is... Who are you?
Working for Galleon is a privilege. He's going to turn the ore from this mine into the ultimate weapon and take care of the humans for us. Then he'll lead us to the land of Althena and let us live in the glory of his magic. That's why I work so hard. That's why I dig until my hands bleed. So,
Ooh, empty bottles.
look at all these empty bottles. Whoever chugged all this booze was hiding from the guards. The miners are turning to the bottle to forget their problems. Hey, that's not a bad idea. You don't have any problems, Kyle. You just want an excuse to get liquored up. Jess, I swear, you and me, we speak each other's unspoken thoughts.
Let's see, I think this... over here now. Yeah, these are all these places are like carved into the side of the mountain.
You know, it makes me think of Gerudo Valley a little bit, actually. The Gerudo Fortress from Ocarina of Time, the way the buildings kind of overlap each other.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, there. We're all working hard to find the last bits and pieces of ore, so it's a little crazy in here. The mine straight through the middle door. Please be careful. I'm interested that there are these monsters that are also part of the frontier. Because the Vile tribe implied human, but maybe not, because they do all seem to have a distinctive look to them.
We've seen 3 members of the Vile tribe so far.
That's true.
So,
and then we have Galleon, who isn't necessarily part of the Vile tribe, but he's associated with them.
Yeah, possibly.
Zenobia says she cares about us, but as far as I can tell, she only cares about her own ambitions. If she really cared, she wouldn't have us working under these conditions, literally killing ourselves for her.
Ah.
But I feel like they wouldn't be working like this if they were all part of the same tribe, versus like maybe monsters that they're getting to do work for them.
That seems correct.
Are you new miners? I'm not allowed to let you rest here, but I can at least do this for you. I know it won't last for long, but I hope it's enough to help you survive the rest of the day.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I think this had like a... Yeah, okay. A little emblem there. I think this is the other... Oh, hey.
I've thought about running away from here, but I know it wouldn't matter in the end. Whether I stay or flee, the result will still be death. I blame Althena and her cursed children for sending us to this wretched place.
Makes sense to me. Let's see, this is... Yeah, this is the other entrance. Yep, okay. I was like, I think this all makes a circle. It does. What's in here? Ah!
All these squares make a circle?
Uh-huh. Hey. Hey, there we go.
The last tunnel we dug is shakier than a hyperactive kid on 5 bowls of sugar flakes. The roof's gonna crumble the next time a miner sneezes, belches, or farts inside it. And let me tell you, the chances of that are high.
Thanks for the information. You're so helpful. Friendo. Okay, let's see. Can I go down here yet?
Feel like you did.
Think so. What's this? Nope, but there's like nothing here, so it doesn't matter. All right,
There's a chimney.
my mistake. There's a chimney there. Hey,
That's
what's
right.
this?
Get it straight. It's the bar.
Hey.
Who drank too much? Supposed to be humans around here, but you drunk to search for them.
Eh?
I've been finding it really hard to drink lately. I don't know. Maybe it's time for me to quit. Or maybe it's tough to drink with that helmet on.
Good point. Ah, got like a freaking sword.
Yeah,
Hey.
and a shield, I think.
Uh-huh.
You are without question the ugliest members of the Vile tribe I have ever seen. Monsters like you give monsters like us a bad day.
Uh-huh.
So Vile tribes all considered monsters? Maybe the 3 that we've seen are using some type of glamour like they did before with the other. Sorry, but I ain't allowed to serve minors. Ah. The only ones who get drinks are these lousy no-good guards. I'll gladly pour brews for all of you if it didn't mean getting my limbs hacked off.
That's fair. That's not my preference either, so.
It's a
I get you.
reasonable response, yeah.
All right, so we finally made it to the mine. Now we gotta get through this place. I don't think there's a lot to say about this place. It's pretty straightforward. Let's see here.
Do you get moon rocks here?
Moon rocks!
Can you make a moonstone cannon?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Perhaps.
I'm just saying stuff.
Maybe. It's down here. Okay, so there's that, but there was another door down there. There's a door here, too. Oh, I'm so lost already. All right, let's see. I say it's straightforward. I mean that I'm confused. Hey, a bug.
Confused.
Let's see what we got. Sure. Ugh. The ethereal cane is not treating us very well at the moment.
Should do something about that.
I agree. Oh, hey, treasure. Look, he's angry.
He's angry.
Let's see. Yes, yes, he is most angry.
Oh no!
Very ice cane. Sure do miss having 5 party members. Dang it, Nash.
I need it.
Give me more.
Oh, Nash.
He was just following his heart.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see what her regular attack can do here. Really not much, yeah.
Bum ba dum ba da dum
Ooh.
bum ba da dum ba dum.
Beat it up.
Beat him,
Yeah.
get him.
Alright. So, we got 1 treasure. Let's see. Oh, this is...
What?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, is this like another maze? Like Might's Tower?
Kind of.
Oh.
What I was saying was this is the other side of where I went. There are 2 doors. And I went through one and out the other one that were in that area. That was in that area. No. Okay. Let's look at the other door in the first section. I'm gonna go down. What?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Don't do it.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why would you say that? I don't know.
To be contrarian. Is it working?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, great.
Dealt with that. All right. So I'm just gonna go up over here. We're gonna check out this door.
You should do that.
I like doors.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
What kind of doors do you like, Dan?
The best doors.
Which are what?
Trust me.
Okay. That wasn't an answer. but
Ancient,
okay.
ancient fantasy doors.
That's correct. That is the only correct answer. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I knew where you were going with that.
Trust me. Okay, bud.
Sure.
It's hard for me to like
There we go.
see the perspective of what's like higher and lower on this map.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
Whack, whack. Whack, whack. He's got the Master Sword.
He
He would be
does.
the bane of evil.
That's right. Some decent experience in here. All right, Silverlight. There are 2 of those in here.
The Vile Tribe is a tribe of monsters. They were cast out by the goddess Althena because they're monsters? Or were they, like, more humanish, which is a loose term because we clearly have more than humans, the way I understand them, as races in the free world. So, I guess the question is, were they more human-ish beforehand and are becoming monsters because of their exposure to the frontier? Or were they always like that and did something to warrant expulsion from the rest?
Or perhaps they were always sort of monstery and they were expelled because of that.
Right, yeah, so
Gotcha.
that would be
Ow.
the next question. Yeah, because the question I had was, did they transform more monsters after being expelled, or were they already monsters before expulsion and perhaps did something to warrant the expulsion? Or, to your point, were they exiled to the frontier because they looked different? Which, if that's the case, then we need to reevaluate the kindness of the goddess.
Healing nut. Let's actually use one of those. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty unfortunate if the Vile Tribe is telling the truth here, right?
Well, they never explained why they were exiled. I don't think we've actually heard that story. It's just they have been.
Yeah.
Forced to live on the frontier.
Right. Yeah, that's all the explanation we've really been given for that.
Right. I mean, historically speaking, it could be that the Vile Tribe left on their own because they disagreed with something or chose to live in the frontier for some reason or another, and there was no actual exile there. That just became a separation. I don't think that's the case, right? But when we talk about, I don't know how many years it's been, history gets skewed.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long it's been since the exile, quote-unquote, of the Vile Tribe. That's a good question, though.
I would have to imagine over 100 years, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really know.
Furthermore, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things that you can ask about the lore of this world based on what we've seen so far. Cool, protection ring. We have one of those already?
Yes. We bought one last episode,
Yeah,
I think, actually.
we got a bunch of protection rings. All right, yeah. Okay. Just looking at... Yeah, okay. There's still quite a few treasures to get in here, so we're gonna be here a minute.
Sure. Yeah.
So, they have referenced the Blue Star a couple of times. The name of this game is Silver Star Story. Are we on the Silver Star? Or
well,
is
I mean...
Silver Star something else?
Yeah, I don't know. Those aren't questions. I think, how literal do we want to be with that, right? Because calling something a blue star could mean a planet or another star, like an actual star that's blue or silver.
Mm-hmm.
But it could also be a title, that like a mantle that's passed from, like the goddess Althena could be known as the Silver Star, for instance.
Oh,
right?
I got it. Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know, it could be. There's so many ways to take it that it's hard. Like it just really depends on how you want to.
Indeed,
it's so crazy. I'm inclined to think that the blue star is what I thought was the moon, but now I'm beginning to think is planet Earth, for lack of a better name for it. Some kind of planet, and that we are on its moon. Given the conditions of this plane, but it's strange too, because like that would imply that there's oxygen here because they don't need like suits and stuff, so atmosphere of some variety.
Yeah.
So maybe this isn't really a moon in the traditional sense of the way I think of our moon, but it's clearly meant to evoke that feeling, this area with the craters and the more like I don't know, rough terrain,
rocky.
I guess.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
In which case, Silver Star would be possibly this planet / moon / whatever.
It all kind of evokes questions about the history of this world to me. Exactly where did all this stuff come from? What exactly has been going on this planet? Question mark.
Right.
Are we on a planet? What is this? And what are the Vile Tribe? Why do they live on the part of this planet that looks like the moon? What does that actually mean?
Right.
Why does it look that way and not everywhere else?
Right. And if this is in fact a descendant culture from like multiple millennia of people that used to live there that have since met a cruel fate of their own making or something, like the post-apocalyptic that's so far in the future that it's beginning to look like our past kind of mindset.
Yeah, sure.
That's how I've seen it depicted, I guess would be the easiest way to put it. In certain media, if like we had an apocalypse in our current modern society, and then time moved forward multiple millennia, and people had to restart learning technology, it would begin to look possibly similar to our own history in the sense of like armor, weapons, technological advances, that kind of thing.
There are some who believe that has happened as well. Which
Sure, right,
kind of
yeah.
Interesting. Oh, hey, man.
We dig for Galleon. We dig for the Vile Tribe. We dig for the Blue Star. Heave ho. Heave ho.
Thanks, bro. What about you?
Okay, I'm digging. I'm digging. You don't have to jab me in the butt with your sword again, really. Hey, you're not a guard. Sorry about that little outburst. These days, I just kind of expect the steel spanking when someone sneaks up behind me. Alrighty.
Sucks to be these guys.
We dig and dig until we choke on the dust and dirt, but it never stops. The digging never stops. What are you digging for? I envy the ones who died. I envy them because they don't have to dig.
Ooh.
We've been busting our humps for weeks, and the grindery still isn't finished. I'm beginning to wonder if it will ever be finished. We've also got the Prophecies of Damon.
Uh-oh.
Which involve a blue star as well. Totally gonna guess. Help! Ah, please help me! That cry came from the room we just walked through. And so did that awful sound. One of the mine tunnels must have collapsed. Someone must have farted. Hurry, we must go back and try to help. We can't go back there, Jess. Are you forgetting what we're sneaking around this place? If the guards see a bunch of humans running around, this gig is up. So what do you suggest we do? Leave the poor slave miners back there to die? Real compassionate, Mr. Nice Guy. Comments like that make me ashamed to know you. Look, Jess, I want to help too. But the reality is that if we're caught, we're just as dead as they are. I'm tired of arguing. Alex, you make the call. Do we help the miners or keep going?
We must try.
We must try to help them, even if what they're doing is wrong. Because if we don't, we're just the same as the Magic Emperor. Plus, I need my cool armor to continue to shine with my purity. None of you have a lick of common sense. But hey, I hear that birds of a feather flock together. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh no! Fucked up.
I'm sure he's crushed. Are you crazy? There's no way I'm gonna help you. If I don't keep working, I'm dead too. Then just stay out of our way, you gutless wonder. Up. 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 They eat him too. Whoop.
There we go.
He's alive. You did it. Oh, I'm so happy. Time to go. What the hell's going on here? You all know you're not supposed to stop working for any reason. Leave this fool to die and get back to work before we decide to execute the lot of you. And don't think for a second that we won't crush your worthless heads if you disobey. Remember that you were brought here because you were too weak to fight Zenobia's hordes. If you don't suffer by working in the mines, you're not fit to live anyway. That's awful.
Uh-huh.
Wait, who are you? You're humans, all of you. You are correct, sir. But can you guess which one of you I'm going to kill first?
Let's go!
The one in the back, the one in the back, the one in the back. Oh,
Nope.
guess not. Is retractable ball and chain?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's out of here. Victory!
Did I ever mention how much I enjoy winning? Yeah. We've heard it before. Let's get out of here before we attract any more attention.
Hey,
Okay,
wait.
bye. How interesting. You saved that miner's life, even knowing the danger they faced in doing so. With such selfless bravery in their hearts, they might yet defeat the Magic Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel great after doing my good deed for the day. Met my quota. What are you talking about? You're the one who wanted to run away, you dumb. That's true. But then again, you did help when you needed it. Sorry for the name calling. No, don't retract. Stick to your guns.
Yes. Jessica's a little like, okay.
Just like to reiterate that I believe Phasia will end up betraying the Vile Tribe. Because she will have a conscience like the others don't.
Shh.
They don't seem to. Anyway. In case people forgot that that's something I said, I just wanted to make sure I said it again. I could be wrong.
That's true, you could be.
It's just how she's coded, that's all.
She is
but
interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. Going back to the conversation about like this world.
Huh.
If like 2 planets theoretically, possibly moon and planet, and us on the moon, hence the lunar narrative. Titling.
Ow.
That's the word I'm looking for. Titling. Stop it.
No.
What is the goddess's role in all of this as well?
Indeed. What is the goddess's role?
And is she truly a goddess, or again, is that like a mantle that's passed down? Because I still ask the question: why would a goddess need protection? Like, why have the tower? Why have the floating magic city? Why have dragon masters as like her personal guard?
Yeah, why indeed?
Unless it's the goddess isn't truly an immortal being, but rather one that has successors.
Again,
in its line.
I think we talked about this before, but immortal doesn't necessarily mean indestructible.
Well, yeah, I know it's not invulnerability, right? But
ooh. Fire tiara. Look at this place. This is cool looking.
This is cool looking.
Yeah, fire tiara is for Jessica.
Okay, so I guess let me explain my thought process why I keep asking that question. I believe that Dyne and Althena ended up in a relationship, and the goddess Althena had a child, and that child is Luna.
Okay.
There's a lot of implied information and conversational pieces with Galleon between Quark and stuff that make me think this. And Luna's power is very special. It's not just that she sings well, she has a unique flavor of power to her voice. Now, those might just be circumstantial at best, and I'm way off the mark. This is my thought process. If that's the case, if the goddess got pregnant and had a child, I'm just trying to understand how, in my mind, deity doesn't need that, right? They're so other, they wouldn't need to be pregnant and have children. And the implication also, based off conversation with Galleon, and again, making assumptions here, so I understand this is all requires some leaps of logic here.
Ooh, level up.
My assumption is, especially since Althena seems to be not present, my assumption is Althena died.
Okay.
Maybe in childbirth or post childbirth, but like the same day kind of thing, because she was weakened, perhaps. I don't know.
Third healing.
And
okay.
And I understand that goes back to the not invulnerable statement. But it's a very biological process, and it's not like goddesses can't be biological, but typically deific entities don't do that. Now, I say that, but then we also have a ton of mythology in our own history, like the Greek gods, where the gods had kids with each other, right? Like,
it's very common.
Right. So I'm probably just overthinking it.
Well, it depends on the mythos you come from. It depends on what a goddess means, what a god is, you know.
Right. So, What is this place? These look like markers, Nal. Grave markers. This must be where the miners are buried. That is horrifying. This is what they're doing with their dead? How pathetic. All we can do is petition Althena to watch over them with the honor they deserved.
Alright. Let's look around a little more.
This water is very interesting.
Pretty cool looking. Ah!
This place looks really confusing. I feel like I could get lost in here really easily.
I'm pretty lost. Ooh, ooh,
There's a chest up there.
ooh. Oh, okay. Gotta fight him to get it.
It looks like there's a door to the northeast of that too, so like once you go down the ladder and grab the chest or whatever.
Yerp. We've gotten a good bit of the treasures in here, but there's a little bit more to get. 3 healing nuts we already have. We have 1 of the 2 silver lights and like 2 of the pieces of equipment. There's another one. Good. Holy robe.
Nice.
I think. Oh yeah, that's a Mia.
Blessedly informal.
Ooh. Yeah, holy robe. Okay. We
Can you
got
go
a
underneath that bridge there?
bit more to find. Yeah, yeah, looks like we can. Okay, let's see.
Whoa.
E Angie. He
The way
coming
some of these
for me.
enemies yell at you is just really funny to me.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Get him.
If the silver star, aka where we're at now, has the goddess Althena, does the blue star have a goddess as well?
That's a good question.
Or a god, perhaps the counterpart, I don't know.
Devil pendant. We already bought one of those, so we got a couple of them now. Okay, let's see. Do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool.
I've just got so many questions.
Yeah, I mean, the mythos in this game certainly raises a fair amount of questions, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Of course, that means I like it.
Of course, right.
Air bugs.
I mean, I like it too. I like trying to explore the underlying tones of a narrative, whether it's the world building or the style of storytelling or whatever.
Right.
So, it's good exploration, and I don't really do that as much when I'm on my own as I do when I'm with you. So thanks for the opportunity for me to stretch the brain muscle a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, I also like to be tauntingly vague when I try to start explaining things because it's fun. But yeah, I mean, it's also like there's a lot you end up learning over the course of these 2 games. Yeah, this story being a lot more straightforward means it doesn't quite go into as much as I want it to. So it's sort of actually very similar to Knights of the Old Republic and KOTOR 2, where the second game seems to explore a lot more stuff. Refresher ring, yeah.
That's a good one, right? Regenerates.
Is it similar to that? Yeah, it prevents conditions. It's the same as the fresh ring.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Just a different name.
yeah.
Weird.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I think we're good. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely wanted to make sure to find that. There are a couple more accessories floating around here. Let me check real quick. We got the protection ring. There's an armlet for Jessica we need to find.
Does that little inset right there to the north of you, does it go somewhere?
This?
Yeah, did you come from here?
I've been
You
here.
did. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't seeing where you'd come from, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Look down here. Go here? Maybe.
Did you go down to that door in the southeast there?
I don't know. Hold on. Okay, yeah.
Like if you go down that ladder and
Yeah,
around, is that
yeah.
a place you've been?
I don't think so. Let's look. Nope. Perfect. Let's see what we got in here.
I can tell if it's a new place for us because there might be monsters running around.
Yep. The monsters don't respawn in here. It makes it exploring not too bad.
Yeah.
Angel's Tear, okay. Okay, so we go back over here. Ah! I think this... Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this is that. We gotta figure out how to get there.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, I do need to go up there, so let's do that real quick. Thanks! Oh my god!
Why are there tanks?
I don't know, but I was going to comment on how I really enjoy Magitech as a thing. You know, a lot of games have done it. It's actually one of the things I like about Final Fantasy VI. And if you know me or you've watched any of my videos where I've mentioned this, I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy VI. I've tried to play through it several times, sincerely, and it's just not my game. But yeah, like the Magitech, I do find to be pretty cool. I just like that in general.
Oh yeah, and then Final Fantasy has variants of Magitech that aren't called that necessarily in other versions, but
that's very
there are
true.
definitely a lot of like Final Fantasy games that have Magitech-esque things in them. So they're the ones I tend to think of when you say Magitech, but I know a lot of games have some variety of it.
Sure.
My question was going to be, before I got distracted with that, is what is it about 6 that doesn't hold you?
Starlight. There are a couple of things.
It's a weird reason for it to not hold you.
Yeah, I know. There are a couple of reasons for that. I think it comes down to the general design of the game doesn't compel me very much. So a couple of the things it does, it has an ensemble cast that lacks a coherent protagonist. Ask anybody, people that like 6, and they will guess who the protagonist is. There will be like a question mark on it. Now, they probably are saying correctly there, Silverlight is the other Silverlight. When they say, you know, the name of a character, you can probably guess who it is if you've played 6. So, you know, I get it. Ah, there it is. Hell Armlet. So that goes on Jessica. Repels evil and magic. Hold on. Okay. Both Silverlight, Hell Armlet, Holy Robe, Infinite Refresher Ring, Angel's Tear, Fire Tiara. Alright, so all we're missing is one more Starlight, which is probably what's in that box down there. So, I'll have to figure out how to get to that. Oh wait, no, we already got to that. Then I don't know where the other one is. Let's see. Look around a little bit more.
Do we even need another Starlight?
No, we don't, but I'm gonna try to find it anyway.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, so I do want to make sure to do the game justice, right? Because I don't think it's a bad game at all. But the general way you progress through it just has never compelled me. And the other problem I have is there are these... So I guess slight spoilers for Final Fantasy VI. The way the game goes is there is a before and after when it comes to the state of the world. Called the World of Order and the World of Ruin. There are chests in the game. If you open them in the World of Order, you will be screwed out of the contents that would have been in them in the World of Ruin. That makes me angry. You know, I mean, it's not the absolute worst mechanic ever put in a game or anything. Like, I get it, especially for its time. I just really don't like it.
Yeah.
You know,
Is the
bothers me.
inverse true? Like, if you open something in the World of Ruin, does it open up on the other side?
Okay, you're thinking of this the wrong way. The World of Ruin occurs after the World of Order is over.
Sure.
So you can't go the other way, right?
Okay. So you can't go back. You just...
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking there was a transition area where you could choose... You could traverse... That's a better word for it. Traverse between the two But you're saying it's not that. It's just you're in one, something happens, now you're in the other.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, hey, got a
and the
statue.
items in that chest in the other are probably better.
Well, that's the thing. I've looked at this, and sometimes you want to open a chest in the World of Order. Sometimes you want to open a chest in the World of Ruin.
That's
It just
confusing.
There's no. Yes, it's stupid. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I get why it doesn't piss off everyone, but it really, really irritates me.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. It's a statue of the goddess, but what's it doing here? Is the Vile tribe religious?
Mm.
You are the ones who saved me when the tunnel collapsed. Thank you. Question, how did you get here before we did? Because we got lost in the passages. I mean, there are many shortcuts and other passages in the mines that only miners know about. Can you tell us why there's a statue of Althena here? I thought the Vile tribe hated the goddess. This is true. We have hated Athena since she banished us to the frontier 500 years ago. Okay, there we go. 500 years ago. But the only way we can survive here with such weak magic is to look to the very goddess we hate. What irony. A warning before you go. The Vile tribe doesn't know that you humans are really like. They want to help Galleon destroy you. Please be careful. Cheer up, Alex. I have a good feeling we'll find Luna soon. And she'll sing us to our deaths.
Oh no.
Yeah, the reason I asked about 6 specifically was because I've never played it. But the amount of people I hear people talk about how good 6 is, I was curious.
Yeah, and it's not just that. It's the general. All right, I'm gonna poke around for another minute here because I'm pretty sure we're missing that last treasure and it's gonna bother me. So, anyway, we're talking about 6. So, it's not just that. It is the way the gameplay goes, the way the ensemble cast breaks up. There are a lot of characters, and I don't find them to be overly well balanced. And I know I can already hear anybody who is watching this is like, how can somebody who likes retro RPGs not like Final Fantasy VI? And I want to acknowledge my limitations here because I recognize that my nostalgia is not the same as other people's nostalgia. And there's nothing wrong with being nostalgic about something that you enjoyed. I am nostalgic about this game. I didn't start playing Final Fantasy with 6 like a lot of people did. I started with 8, and then I played 7, and I played 9. And so, there are those who say, you can find them. They're like, 7 is the best game ever made, kind of thing. And it's not a sentiment I necessarily agree with either, but I do find 7 to be a better game than 6. I like it more than 6. Oh, he's back. I guess the monsters back here are back. I'm gonna look around here one more time. But yeah, with regards to my limitations, I do recognize some of this is just preference. I don't remember this room. And so I'm not saying like 6 is objectively a terrible game. There are things in it I really dislike mechanically. But, is it possible to work? I mean, I play Saga Frontier. It has things in it that are what I would consider to be anti-player bullshit as well. You just find that in old turn-based RPGs. It just happens. So, I'm not saying it's a crap game because of that. I'm just saying that particular thing, it really grinds my gears, if you will.
All right, so it's not just mechanical though. It sounds like it's a little bit narrative as well.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I find interesting because typically, at least in my experience with you, typically, if a game is not appealing to you, more often than not, it has to do with mechanical issues, not narrative ones.
Usually that's true, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I tried with the story of 6 as well. It just never really landed for me.
Sure.
It has some classic moments in it, you know. There's some classic Final Fantasy shenanigans going on in 6. And it has some really cool things in it too, like Magitech. I love Magitech. So yeah, it's tough. It's one of those things where, like, how could you not like one of the foundations of the genre that you are enjoying? And, you know, whether 6 is one of the core... I mean, I'm also not the biggest fan of Chrono Trigger either. But I like Chrono Trigger more than 6, honestly. But Chrono Trigger's story I find to be compelling. The world is compelling. It's fun. Like, the battle system's passable. It's fine. So yeah, I mean, it's a plethora of things, and then, you know, there are a number of narrative reasons. Like, every time I've engaged with the story of 6, I've just been bored out of my mind. Like, I just kind of don't care what's going on. And I don't know why that is, honestly, because reading the story beats on paper, I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, you know. Other than I've never, ever thought that Kefka is a entertaining or compelling villain.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, it's blasphemy to say that. Like, people love Kefka. I don't care about him. So yeah, I mean, you know, there's stuff, and I mean, you would probably be correct to say I'm a little contrarian in this area. But, you know, at the same time, you like what you like, and I'm not gonna judge anyone for liking, like, cool, that's cool, you know. Just never really been my cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I get you. And I think it's worth acknowledging, and I think we all have games that are like this for us too, for what it's worth, right? Like, I think I've talked about Hollow Knight before on this channel, where
yes,
the game is great. I will never argue that the game is bad, right? It's a good game. I cannot finish it. I've tried multiple times. Something about it just doesn't retain my interest. It's not that I'm necessarily bored with it. I just can't bring myself to keep doing it. And it's not the difficulty.
No.
I don't mind difficulty. Like, I'll pace myself more if it's more difficult. But, like, I got through Clear Obscure. That's a difficult game. I've gone through several Dark Souls games, which, depending on your mileage, is a difficult game. You know?
Yeah, I think Hollow Knight has a different type of difficulty than a Souls game.
I agree.
It's compared to a Souls game a lot, and I find that comparison to be incorrect. I think it has a much more mechanical difficulty to it. Souls has a lot more freedom with how you approach it than Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is, you are this character. You know, it's actually sort of similar to Sekiro, but Sekiro, I actually felt the ability to grow and the ability to handle the system that I was presented with in a way to where I could grow proficiency, you know, and I could attain skill at the same time as attaining, you know, levels in the game and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know where the hell this Starlight is. I'm gonna head back, and if I find it, I find it. It's a Starlight, whatever. We got most of the good treasure. I'm not gonna waste more time here.
Right, but in Hollow Knight,
yeah,
for what it's worth, is also a different genre of game, so it can't really be a true one-to-one like Souls-like. The thing that makes it compared to Souls-like is the fact that it's difficult. There's a death mechanic where you have to go retrieve what you've lost. Like, in true Metroidvania style, leveling is not as traditional, right? It's more about finding upgrades and then becoming more powerful, getting more traversal objectives and stuff like that. So
yeah, I actually think
fundamentally, mechanically, it's a little differently.
I actually think Salt and Sanctuary is a fair game to compare to a Souls game.
Sure.
I don't think Hollow Knight is. You know, it
I
does
would
have
agree with that.
It does have some mechanics that are from Souls games, but I mean, so many games have that. If everything's a Souls-like at this point.
Well, I mean, just look at Iron Pineapple's channel, right? Like,
yeah, it's just freaking everywhere. Yeah, I'm not saying there's a problem with that. Obviously, certain mechanics work pretty well. That doesn't make everything a damn Souls game. So,
right.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the like, you know, and Hollow Knight is, I consider it a Metroidvania more than anything. I think that's a fair statement of genre. But why does the genre matter? Because, you know, like, is this a Souls game? Not really.
Expectation management, I think, is the main point of genre identification.
Yeah, I would say that's true. Okay, I made it
but
back. Good grief.
To kind of go like all the way back to my point before that, was just that just because something is revolutionary for its time doesn't necessarily mean that A, it's good, and B, that you have to like it.
Well, yeah.
Now,
that's certainly true.
That being said, with video games, at least in the last 20 years, 20, 30 years, most of the revolutionary stuff has also been part of really enjoyable games. But that isn't to say that those are the only things that we've seen. Those are just the most notable and rememberable ones because they were good games, right? So,
hang on. Let's spend a second on that assumption. So, when you say, are you saying that a game that is pivotal doesn't necessarily have to be a good game?
I think that there are games out there, and I don't have any examples to put this to, so it's kind of a hollow statement, I understand. But I think that there are games out there, whether by an indie artist or AAA or anywhere in between, where they introduced a mechanic or a concept that was really, really good. But the execution of that concept, let's say, wasn't done very well. Okay. And so the game itself fell flat, or maybe the narrative wasn't nearly as good, and so it was a little bit forgettable, but people remembered the mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
And then it was so well done, maybe quality of life or otherwise, that you see it in future games.
Okay.
So, like, one of the things that makes 7 so well known is because it was like the first 3-dimensional Final Fantasy game.
That's true.
Right? And this is part of the reason why Ocarina of Time is touted as one of the best Zelda games. I'm not saying that there aren't good things about it. I love Ocarina of Time. I think it's a great game. I think Majora's Mask is a great game.
Right.
But we're now like, I don't know. See, that was like late 90s, early 2000s. We're like 20 plus years since Ocarina of Time came out. Mm-hmm. Would I play a remake of Ocarina of Time? Absolutely. And was it groundbreaking for the time it came out? Absolutely. But if you were to make Ocarina of Time again now as a whole new fresh concept, it probably wouldn't land the same way. Because it's got aged aspects to it.
Sure.
That don't carry over very well. And that's just my point. It's like, I think so.
Yeah.
I guess the long way
that's a
around
tough
to this
statement, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the long way around to this conversation is, if your first introduction to Final Fantasy, let's say, was Final Fantasy VII Remake, for example.
Yeah.
Would that influence your perception of 7 and 8 now? Like the original?
Yeah.
Like, would they look like worse games or better games? You know?
I don't know.
And that's where my question lies, because like, I think 7 has an interesting narrative, but I do have problems with it. And I struggled with 7 when I played through it, probably over a decade now. But it had already been out for like a decade, and so my experience had already tailored my expectations to a game like 7. Because 10 was my first Final Fantasy.
Right.
And I've gone back and played 8, really enjoyed it. I played 7, and I enjoyed it, but from my perspective, it isn't like this groundbreaking experience. Because
Right.
I've already been exposed to other things that have already taken what 7 did and done things better with it.
Sure.
I guess is the long phrase there. So I guess I'm just kind of curious, like, can something be groundbreaking for its time and after X amount of years have passed, no longer be considered a good game? Because I feel like, and I'm not saying that 7's a bad game, okay? I'm not saying any of these games are bad games. It's just like brain food, thought practice kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with calling something a good game. That's just definitional problems.
Sure, yeah, of course. And some of my terminology is just for broad conversational.
Right.
Oh, it's quiet in here, and we all know what that means. Boss fight. Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Alex, I'm blind. I can't believe this. I always thought that saying was just a myth. Oh, no. Ooh. Alex, what are you talking about? The entire cave went dark. Trust me, Nal, you really don't want to know what he's talking about. Enough with the wisecracks. We're in trouble here. And I haven't heard that reference in a while. Aye! Hey! What happened? Jessica, Mia!
What the heck?
Alex? Ah!
Zenobia!
Damn you. Let them go before I cleave you in two, wench. Yeah. Psst, psst. What he said, grr. Why aren't the two of you intimidating? Give me a moment to think this over. Should I release your precious friends, or should I make use of them? What to do? I've just the ticket. A fight, Kyle versus Alex, to save their dear friends. Should you fail to cooperate, you'll be witness to an uncomfortable execution. The only woman I take orders from is Jess, you shameless scab sucker. Ooh, sticks and stones, and all that. I'm afraid your schoolyard taunts have failed to achieve the desired effect. I shall see a bloodletting. I care not whether it happens to be yours or theirs. You heard her, Alex. Let's give her what she wants.
All right. Fight Kyle. No damage.
Gotcha.
Obviously, we're not really fighting here.
Right. Do you think you're really fooling anyone with that pathetic show? Show me your true skills. Now. If you do not, you shall witness your friends writhing fatally before you. I can't do it. What? You would choose to let your friends die rather than fight to save them? I'll gladly save Mia's angelic life. But there's no way I'm going to put my life on the line for that beast chick. And there's no way I'm going to fight the Dragon Master because I don't want to lose. Kyle, what? I knew he was selfish, but I didn't know he was this bad.
Aw.
You're bluffing, buffoon. He sat down. I didn't even catch that.
Yup.
Look me in my eyes and tell me I'm bluffing, Zenobia. You never had to suffer through one of Jess's temper tantrums, have you? Go ahead, finish her. I could use a little peace and quiet. Kyle, you brainless mutt, what are you saying? I don't yell at you that much. Oh, so I'm brainless? Oh, so I'm a whiner? You know what you need, Jess? You need the discipline your dad never gave you. Ooh. Is that what you really think? I dare you to come up here and even try it. Kyle, this might not be the right time to vent your frustrations. He's playing her. Unbelievable. I have a feeling this little tete-a-tete is going to be interesting. I suppose I'll kill you first then, Alex, and watch the quarrel next.
Ha ha.
Okay, it's broken. That's great, Jess. Come on and get down here. Ready, Mia? Ready? Damn it, not again. Wow, you were bluffing. Of course, the smarter they think they are, the easier it is to fool them. Every time I have you at my mercy, you manage to escape. It's infuriating, but not this time. Your performance is over. It's time for the final curtain to fall. Farewell.
Monster!
No, a mass of faces.
Oh no!
Of the singular Shadow Spectre.
Shadow Spectre. Okay. Ugh, pretty much gonna do the same thing we always do. Try to take over the world. I mean, we're gonna power up and whoops. Saintlet A. Lower the speed since we're in a boss fight.
Yeah.
Blessing of Althena.
Not to keep harping on our conversation, but good is subjective. But I do think that at some point, and I don't know where this mark is, and I suppose it really does depend on each person where this mark is, but I do think that there is at some point a relative level of agreed, this is good, this is not.
That's true.
So
It does depend on the fandom. It depends on the audience.
yeah,
There's a fair amount of like what exactly counts.
right. Well, and the reason I say there's some level, and I hesitate to use the word objective, but there is some level of measurable good when it comes to video games, movies, books, whatever, because we have entire studies and breakdowns of like why something was well received, why it is perceived as good, what makes it compelling, what makes it good, right? It could be pacing, it could be the robustness of the characters or the world in which they're built in.
Yep.
And those are all measurable things. So, but I do think era in which it was released or came out does influence both the expectation and whether or not something is good or bad.
Sure.
Because I'm sure there are stories that we would read today that are like, wow, this is questionable at best, and just straight up awful at worst. And at the time of their release was considered good or, well, not, I'm gonna stay away from the moral argument. But like,
condition.
but like
Real quick.
Yep.
So double buff the attack of Alex and Kyle. Have Ice Shell. Have Mia cast Ice Shell on everybody, and have Jessica handle healing while Sword Dance and Power Slash. Same strategy as usual. As you can tell, you can get muted in this fight, so cure that. Have Jessica be immune to status and cure that when you can. Continue.
Gotcha. Continue on your soapbox. My bad. So I guess that's just kind of trying to create some context for my question of, is it possible that a game like 7, like 6, like Ocarina of Time can be games where we acknowledge that they were groundbreaking and good for when they were released, but they may not be considered good by our measurements today, I guess. And I wonder how much nostalgia plays into that, right? How much of our affection for something is affected by nostalgia.
Althena, lend me your power.
Yeah, I mean a fair amount. You know, and there's,
Blessing of Althena.
I think different people are affected by nostalgia different ways.
Sure.
I am a person for which nostalgia has minimal effect, although some. It depends. I do enjoy being nostalgic over certain things. But where I draw the line, and I think different people have different lines here, and there's no right answer, but if there is a property that's like, hey, remember this, and it just keeps doing that, I'm just bored. I lose my patience so quickly. Because what makes something that's being referenced good is that it was new at the time. So stop wasting my time asking me if I remember it and do something new. That's how I feel about it. Let me try Ice Lance here. But other people feel differently. I mean, very good example is the Star Wars sequel trilogy, right? And there's all sorts of things you could say about the sequel trilogy, but one thing that is pretty much universally agreed on is it was designed as a retro movie, as it was stated, you know, especially The Force Awakens, where they're doing A New Hope, basically. Is essentially a soft reboot. And so, you know, was that well received? Kind of at the time it sort of was, and there's some vocal critics of it because of that nowadays.
Summon elemental power.
Yeah, so it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, like the way they were doing that, just I just don't even care. I didn't think Jessica could get muted.
She should be immune to conditions, right?
That's what I thought.
Huh.
Let's see. Use a holy water. I wasted a holy water when I was confused earlier. That wasn't great. Yeah. Fortunately, you don't really need to do anything this round, so.
Okay. So I think I've heard
Yeah.
the
There we
very
go.
loud criticisms of like the sequel trilogy, right?
Yes.
And I've heard the loud criticisms of New Trek and insert whatever. I'm exposed to a lot of different fandoms. And some of the criticisms are legitimate and genuine, and I'm like, I agree. And there's other things that I feel like are coming straight from the expectation of needing the same nostalgia,
Yeah.
same beats or whatever. And it's like, let's just acknowledge that even if the criticism is correct or not, regardless of that, how much of that is influenced by your nostalgia for the series, right? And does it lead to a rigidness that doesn't allow for exploration of new ways to tell that story? And it's a very fine line, because there are things that are definitive for these different fandoms, like Star Trek's, especially like 90s Star Trek's way of telling a story had very definitive ways of handling that made it what it was,
Right.
versus like new stuff. That's a whole nother conversation though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna get in real deep with that one, but
Yeah, we will.
yeah.
But all that to say is, my request is like, just accept, or just understand that, acknowledge that your own nostalgia may be coloring your perception of something, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Not you specifically, the general.
But yeah, of course.
Right. Kyle, I never knew you were such a talented thespian. That was the best acting I've ever seen, and you ad-libbed all your dialogue. Thespian? You speak another language to me or what, Jess? And I wasn't acting, I was just speaking the truth.
Oh man, I think that got changed. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. Original line of dialogue. Thespian, aren't I the wrong gender for that, Jess? Just want to point that out.
Interesting. What? Don't tell me you're gonna stand here and deny that you whine like a weak old puppy. It's so much fun to watch you two fight. I can only see the smiles in your eyes. The only thing that's gonna be in Kyle's eye is my fist. Yikes, I think we just crossed the line from playful to pissed. How about a truce until we find Galleon's castle, Jess? Fine, whatever.
Yeah, fine. Fine. Alright. I'll go back and heal real quick.
Good idea. Yeah.
Meh. Excellent. Let's see. Yep, we're in a pretty good place level-wise. It's nice. Made it out.
swear, every time I see Null's wings,
Mhm.
when you first appear in an area, it looks like Alex is just throwing his hands up in celebration, like, we made it out!
It does. I kind of like it. Let's see. Can we go up here?
The Grindery! This is where Galleon's horrid ode to destruction is being erected. Don't worry, Mia. We're here to revoke his building permit, remember? This door looks really solid out. It's locked!
Oh my
How are we
god,
gonna
it's
get it open?
locked!
Right. How are we going to get it open? I don't detect a magic seal, Alex. That would make our task somewhat easier. I wish you were right, Mia, but this door is thicker than a mug of Tamura's finest beer. But not as thick as your head. Hey, remember that building we saw near the mine? The one with the unusual shape? Perhaps that's some sort of secret entrance to this place. We certainly don't seem to be making any progress here. We have much to lose. Like I often say, it's worth a shot. Who knows? We might get lucky. Kyle, you're incorrigible. Not really. I had an apple today. The plumbing's fine, sweet cheeks. You're hopeless.
Oh dear.
Let's just go.
Now we gotta go here. What do we got? Big old egg looking
Looks like an
place.
egg, yeah. Is it a Chillnanigans egg?
Maybe. Ah, I think we gotta go in here. We made it!
This is where Galleon was born.
Oh my god.
This place is
Whoa.
weird. I want to leave this place and go back to the Blessed Lands. I want to take back what the humans stole away from us. I want it back. I want it all back. What is this? It appears to be a protective cocoon. The walls of the sack absorb the weak magic field of the frontier and radiate the inhabitant with life-giving power. The weaker members of the Vile tribe might have to stay in cocoons all their lives. How horrible. I can't begin to imagine spending a lifetime zipped up inside a hideous flesh bag. I know, right? Yeah, the Vile tribe might lead difficult lives, but that's no excuse for them to invade our lands and kill us. Whatever bitterness they have, this should be directed at Althena, not her creation. You're right, Kyle. A living like this might have stolen away whatever reason they once had.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, maybe the creation, or maybe the Vile tribe already existed in that land, and then Althena and the people moved in.
Maybe.
And they invaded and kicked the Vile tribe out.
Colonized.
Yeah.
Could
some
be.
colonization going on here.
It's so cold in here, but I won't be like this much longer. Soon it will be the humans' turn to suffer. Oh, I could hear the grindery, the sound that will lead the Vile tribe to the green earth and push the humans out to the frontier.
Hey.
Ugh. We hate humans. We hate Althena, but we want their green earth.
Oh, the green earth, blessed by Athena, the green earth and the blue star, soon they will be ours.
Well,
Aw,
that's more than just a recover your lands conquest.
that's true.
I'm getting a weird feeling about this place. What's wrong, Jess? Do you sense some kind of danger? No, Kyle, not danger. This place just feels oddly familiar. Yeah, well, I feel I'll keep one hand around the hilt of my sword just in case, and the other around your shoulder to protect you.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that?
Welcome to the village of Carden. We've been waiting for you.
You look like a worker from the Talon Mine. So what are you doing here? Hey, look at that. Oh.
This is a shrine to Athena. That's why I felt so strange when we came here. What's going on here, and who are you?
Hello.
Aisha. It's a trap. Everyone draw your weapons. No, this is not a trap, and I will not engage you at this time. You were guided here so that you could learn the way to enter Ruid. The Vile Tribe lost many lives building that armored encampment, and it cannot be entered by any means save one. Which is? There is a hidden door to the left of the front gate. It is opened with a password that is given only to the select members of the Vile Tribe. Keisha, why are you telling us all this, and why are you helping us? The Vile Tribe has been sentenced to a slow death for 500 years. From the moment we were banished to this barren wasteland, we were dying. And unless we claim some of Athena's powers for ourselves, our end is all but certain to come about during this generation. My sister Zenobia said we must seize the power by force. Athena's will must be bent to serve our immediate need for survival. I do, however, have my reservations about her methods. Instead of stealing Athena's power, I believe we can beg forgiveness. After all, we were the ones that transgressed the bounds of good. I believe that in her love and wisdom, she would welcome us back into her light. For you see, I have watched the progress and discovery you have made on your journey. And I have realized that my sisters are doing wrong. What my sisters are doing is wrong. Why should we believe a word of this, Honey Lips? For all we know, this is just another one of your tribal tricks. You are free to choose yourself whether to believe what I say. I do not expect your faith in me to be easily gained back. If you insist on seeing me only as an enemy, I would not be surprised. In that case, I would have to fight all of you alongside my errant sisters. Because my tribe deserves a chance at a real life in a real world. What should we do, Alex? She really sounds like she's bearing her soul to us. I think we should trust her, Alex. I mean, she waited here for us. I don't think all the Vile Tribes are bad people. That's become clear to me since we arrived on the frontier. They might look different, but they act and feel much the same as humans do. I think she deserves our trust, Alex. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Mia.
We believe you.
You can't be trusted. Stab, 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 stab.
The password to open the hidden door at Ruid is Green Earth. It's what every member of the Vile Tribe yearns more than anything to see. It's time for you to settle the question, Alex. Is your strength, the strength of Athena and of her children, enough to overcome the power of the Magic Emperor? Meet with him, Alex, and hold out the answer for the whole world to see.
It's a good question.
Facia. She's such a Facia.
Uh-huh. Alright. Well, it appears Facia is helping us. I actually find her motivation to be, as she stated it there, to be pretty believable, It's like, hey, I think we should go about it this way, but if you come at us, I will fight you, It makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I think part of what makes her believable is the fact that she's like, I don't want to, but she was honest about it, right? Like, I'll definitely fight you because I think we deserve to be free.
Yeah. Indeed.
I know it's here, somewhere.
Yeah, look to the left. You see it?
Yeah.
She said the secret door was to the left of the front gate. Okay, time for the password. Does anyone remember it? It was 5 minutes ago.
You have like a 3-second memory, Jessica.
I believe it was Green Earth.
Boom.
Perfect. Thanks, Mia. What do you think Galleon's gonna say when we find him? Oh yeah, he won't be able to speak with my hands around his throat. Green Earth is something we all take for granted. But the Vile Tribe would do anything to live there. It's so sad.
All right. Well, we've made it in. We'll go ahead and grab this real quick. Flash Lord!
Flash Lord! Be careful. They'll flash you.
Oh no. No.
Whoopsie.
Accelerate.
Excelsior.
Thunder
That was
Bash.
cool looking ability.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Gotta go
Silverlight.
Gotta give Nash a kick in the rear too. At some point.
Yeah. Ethereal Cane doesn't do much. Gonna have to swap out my tactic.
Yeah.
Or just start using, like, regular magic with Mia.
This seems like that might be the way to go. You've got enough MP recovery that
No!
I'd probably be fine.
Probably, yeah. Let's see.
Oh, all that talk about the planet, Blue Star and now Green Star, Green Earth or whatever. When you go into the menu, I hadn't even thought about this or noticed it, but at the very top left, your system, it's the Earth and the Moon.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a Starlight. Yeah!
It's probably the one you were missing.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
sure, why not?
In the name of the gods.
right.
Wow, they resist ice, too. That's a hit all, though.
Yeah. And we are at about time, too. I don't know how much further you're wanting to go.
Code of ice.
Yeah, I just figured we'd get this started, but we got a couple of things in the front room here and some levels for Jessica and Mia.
Ooh.
So that's pretty cool. Use a freaking healing nut. Kyle took a bunch of damage for no reason. But yeah, we have started on Ruid. And this is a whole fortress. It's a town and a dungeon. There's a decent amount of stuff in here, a couple of upgrades and stuff. And we're gonna continue on through here in our next episode. I think, yeah, we are at the stopping point at this point. But yeah, we hope you're enjoying the story of this game. We are coming close to a conclusion. So yeah, it won't be too much longer before we hit the end of this game, but we do still have a little bit to go. And yeah, hey, there's a guy. Yeah.
What?
What? Oh my God, where'd he go? Yeah, and we are, we do plan to get to Lunar 2 as well. So there's some lore questions that, you know, some of it's better addressed in Lunar 2, but still, we are starting to learn a little bit more about, you know, the Blue Star, what exactly happened with the Vile Tribe and stuff like that. This is a very cool portion of the game. I quite like it. I love the whole frontier. This is also, I don't know if we mentioned it, this is also Disc 2. Ooh, one more fight as we end the video. This is also Disc 2 on the original PS1 release, which is not the original game. Just, I am aware of that. But on the PS1 release, the Frontier is when Disc 2 starts. This is a 2-disc game, so we are well into not even the second half. This is we're near like the last third, if not quarter, of the game at this point. Not a lot left to do, but there's still some really, really cool stuff. So yeah, keep tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the playthrough. If you have any comments about the things we talked about, please feel free to chime in. If you like Final Fantasy VI and you think I'm totally wrong, feel free to chime in. And
That's
yeah,
a dangerous can to open.
yeah, I mean, hey, be kind, of course, but yeah, always feel free to voice your opinion. It is just as valid, in my opinion. So, especially when it comes to like the games you enjoy what you enjoy, and that's it is awesome that games like Final Fantasy VI and this game, really Lunar, have had such an influence on people, and you know, they grew up with these stories and they're inspiring for whatever reason. That's a great thing.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, we do hope you're enjoying it. If these games aren't your speed but you're enjoying the playthrough, I am definitely glad for that as well. I know I do that sometimes with games that aren't necessarily my favorite to play. Watch a playthrough of them on YouTube to experience the story. So we hope you're enjoying that and our shenanigans, our commentary on that.
There are plenty of both shenanigans and commentary.
That's right.
Sometimes they're shenanigan commentary. Anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. We are glad to have you here with us. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Just kind of echoing Dan there for a minute. But more than anything, we're just glad that we get to be part of your day. So thank you so much for that. We do hope it's an awesome one. And we will catch you all in the next episode.
See you next time.
Bye now. Diddly diddly do 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 do. Thanks for watching.